Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Devine, and today I will show you guys how to record with OBS and add a few basic things such as a sound, webcam overlay, etc, etc. If this video was helpful, at the end of course, please feel free to leave a like. And if you guys have any questions after the video or during the video, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I hope this tutorial will be helpful, guys. Enjoy! First thing that you guys of course want to do is download OBS. For that, go to obsproject.com. I'm gonna do now, then click the green download OBS Studio button. And if you have Windows 7 Plus, of course click Windows 7 Plus button. If you're using Apple, feel free to press macOS 10.10 Plus button. And if you're using Linux, of course press Linux. Now I already have OBS installed and downloaded, of course, but I'm still gonna press the button and it should start downloading OBS. Now, of course, I've already downloaded it. But once you have downloaded OBS, what you guys want to do is run the full installer. And after that, you will have the OBS fully installed and we can start recording and adding important things. Once you have OBS fully installed and running for the first time, it should look something like this. Currently I'm using OBS 20.1.1, 64-bit version for Windows. I will explain a few things, actually, what all these buttons are. On the bottom left you have scenes, then sources, then a mixer. This is basically for all the audio that's coming in. Then scene transition and fade, and you can start streaming, start recording. Studio mode, which basically has two screens next to each other, and settings, and you can exit OBS. Of course, we're not going to press this button. First thing you want to make is a new scene. Now, YouTube recording layout is the layout that I use whenever I'm recording. So this is basically my display capture. This is the box for my webcam, and my webcam normally goes here. For now, I will make a new scene. I already made a new one, but you simply press the plus button and then name it something nice. Let's say YouTube tutorial. Press enter. Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh, OBS tutorial, let's say number 2. Now you can simply delete one by pressing delete. And you can rename it by right-clicking, and then can duplicate it, rename or remove, but we want to rename it to OBS tutorial. And then you made a new scene. Now every source that you're adding is basically going to be saved to OBS tutorial. So let's say you have different layouts for recording, streaming, etc, etc. You can simply make a new scene, and you can switch between them, so you have different layouts for them. Then what you want to do is you want to add a display capture. You do that by going to sources, pressing the plus button, searching for display capture. Now, as you guys can see, we have a whole bunch of options. I'm not going to read them out loud because you guys can read them as well. But they're basically for audio, images, display capture. That's basically everything what you want to use. So we will go to display capture. You can name it how you want to. So I'm just gonna call it display. And then enter. Then you can choose what monitor you want to use. Since I have 3 monitors, which I can choose from, but I will just use my 32-inch monitor, and then press enter. Boom! This is currently showing my display. As you guys can see, my cursor is right over there, and I'm bottom of the screen, and it turns back to my OBS Studio. You can resize your monitor. Or you can move it around by simply pressing, in the middle of your screen and then turning it. Or, swapping it around. Now, if you want to resize it, you can resize the entire thing so it's perfectly in scale by, grabbing one corner, then pressing your left mouse button and turning it around. Now, let's say you have this screen here and you want to, make it smaller just on the right because you want to cut something off. What you want to do is you want to press the shift button, and then you can either make this side smaller or this side smaller, or if you want to do the entire thing at once, you can do it in the bottom of the corner and start scaling it however you want to. Now let's say I want to cut these corners off. It's really easy because I can just drag it down and then you see the bottom corner is gone. But since I don't want that, I'm gonna drag the top and then resize it. So there you guys go. The next thing, which is really important whenever you want to record, is audio. Now, purely for display capture, you could literally add a source called display, start the record button. It would then record, and you can go to file and then show recordings. Now, show recordings has every single file that you ever recorded right here. These are a whole bunch of bedwars things I've done nothing with. This is all from OBS, and this one is the one that I'm currently recording. The next thing that you guys want to add is sound, of course. Now, purely for recording your screen without any sound, this would do perfectly well. Add a source for your display, hit the start recording button. After you've recorded what you want to, end your recording, go to file, show recordings, and it will show all the recordings that you've done with OBS. Now, these are all Minecraft Bed Wars games, whole bunch of OBS stuff I've been doing, and this is the file that I'm currently making. But of course, you guys want to add audio for that. So we go back to sources, press add, audio output, and we're gonna name it something like audio. Very nice name. Now then you can choose from several devices. You want to pick the device that you hear your music from. So, I hear my music through my headset. So I want to pick headset earphone, Corsair Void RGB wireless gaming headset. Because this is the source that OBS will get its audio from. And since it's the same as I'm hearing, I know exactly what you guys will hear in the video. As you guys can see, whenever I talk, it actually gets green, so it actually picks it up with the mixer. Now, if I would play some music, it would actually pick it up as well. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna do some copyright music, which will probably be a little bit loud, but you guys will see with the slider that it's actually... You guys just saw that it actually went up. We'll do it one more time. Now, if I don't want to be, if I don't want it to be just as loud as my voice, I can just do this, and I can actually, you know, add or you know, actually make the volume a whole lot less loud. I don't know how to say that. So that's basically for desktop audio. So if I wanted to have some desktop audio in the background, actually I can just hide one of these because they're both the same. I could just turn them really, really low. And actually would do perfectly fine. There you guys go. But you guys just need to figure out whatever your desktop audio is. If I go back to this recording, you know, my desktop audio isn't really that high, but it just depends what the volume of the thing on YouTube is. But that's basically regarding audio. So now we got your audio from your main source out of the way. We want to switch something up because... Oh no, I actually want to add more. Let's say you're using a microphone and you want to add a microphone as well. We press the plus button and then you guys would have guessed it, audio input capture. Now how are we gonna name this? Audio input. Boom. Then you can use several audio devices again. And since I have several microphones, the one for my webcam, the one for my Yeti stereo, and I have my voice meter stuff as well. Now, since I use voice meter to record my voice and edit it later on, I want to use voice meter output as my input. Because whenever I talk, it goes through voice meter. It makes my voice a little bit better. And then the voice meter output is the input for OBS, if that makes sense. Now, let's say you guys want to use your microphone from your webcam or just from your headset. You can, let's say, use headset microphone. So this is the microphone for my headset, and then boom, there you guys go. So what you guys now have is a display. You have the audio from, let's say, YouTube or your games on Minecraft, Call of Duty, etc., etc. And you also have the audio input from your microphone. And with this, you guys will be perfectly set. You could record the voices, all the audio, etc., etc. And then you guys will be perfectly fine. Now let's say you guys wanted to record a video right now with these settings. Perfectly freaking fine. You guys have a display, you guys have audio input from for your microphone and audio output for your speakers or your headset. Now maybe you guys want to make your recordings a little bit nicer, so you guys want to add an overlay, maybe a webcam, etc, 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 like I basically use. Now first of all, you guys want to have an overlay for your webcam. Now I have one which I will look up right now, which I will call webcam overlay. Webcam overlay. And then I will look up which one I need. There we guys go. This is the overlay I most of the time use whenever I'm recording with a webcam. Now this is basically an image. You can drag it around, make it bigger, use shift to maybe even turn it, I don't know. But basically whenever you want to resize it, it's the same with your display capture. It basically rescales it, and then when you use shift, you can make it as big or as small, just to your liking basically. Now of course you want to use a webcam as well. If you want to add your webcam, you want to add a video capture device. We will call this webcam. Whoa, there we go. So that's scary. You can press OK, and then what you guys can do is okay, so this is basically for some people, they think, wait, isn't this supposed to be in front? Yes, it is. Now, as you guys can see at your sources, the audio is at the lowest, and your display is in the middle. Most of the time, you want to have your display all the way at the bottom, and then webcam overlay on top, because what's on top is basically what's going to show first in your screen. So now my webcam overlay is above. Now it's beneath my webcam, and now it's even beneath my display. So there you guys go. Now this is fixed. Then I can put myself over here and strap myself out, but this looks really weird. So there we guys go. You shift and boom, you have a display, audio input, a webcam, and a webcam overlay. Now let's say you guys wanted to use a text. Well, you can simply call it text. You can select your font, which most of the time I will use Big Noodle Titling. Press some, type something like OBS, which is very nice. And then I want to select my color, which is red. Boom. As you guys can see, it's on the left. Now, again, you can resize it just the way you want to. Make it bigger, make it smaller, put it wherever you want to. But this is basically used whenever I'm streaming, latest donator, recent sub, etc, etc. If I don't want that right now, delete, enter, and it's gone. Now, I think that I put all the basics in here. Maybe we can head over to settings, but that's basically not necessary because most of the time the settings are perfectly fine. Sometimes they're not. Now currently I am recording from my 32-inch monitor, so my base canvas resolution is 2560 by 1440, which has to do that it is 1440p. Now you could say, yeah, I want my basic canvas resolution to be lower. You never, personally, I never do that. I basically put my base resolution the same as my screen, and then my output may be lower. So I could say it's the exact same as my input, or it could be lower, like HD, Full HD, etc, etc, even lower. Do you want to do that? No. Common as FPS values. If you have a good PC, let it be at 60. If you don't have a good PC, put it at 30 or maybe 29.97, because that's what most recording or editing programs use. But that's basically it. Right now you could hit the record button. It's probably gonna say that I'm already recording. No, currently I'm not. Not on this actually, because right here, whoop, whoa, OBSception, I am recording. Now, I just recorded something. I stopped my recording. If I go to File, Show Recordings, this will be the file that I just... It's probably gonna say that I'm already recording. Whoa, don't want to have that right there. This is the file that I just made. With all the... showing you guys everything, basically. On this screen. If this was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I hoped I helped you guys with setting up OBS the easiest way possible. I will catch you guys later in the video. Maybe for OBS, maybe for editing. Depends what the next video is gonna be. Anyway, guys, have a good day and good luck with OBS. Catch you guys later. Take care.